It's really got to be drilled.
He's got him on his back.
When we talk about a little single leg,
lightning fast.
In this video, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite concepts, which is one setup, multiple attacks, depending on the opponent's reaction or their initial lead leg. It's just one setup, multiple attacks. All right, let's get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In these first few clips here, we're going to take a look at where he posts and then attacks the post side of the guy's body. All right, so this is kind of determined on how the guy defends. So we see same setup concepts, post, and now this guy actually seems to turn that post side hip or his near side hip into Harutyunyan, which gives him this whole side of the guy's body to attack. So if we were to draw a line down the center, it gives him this side over here, and later we'll look at where he gives the other side. But guy turns, gives him his post side to attack, and this one ends up looking like kind of a duck under, going right behind him. Here we're going to see him attack the same post side. This time the guy turns a little bit less, and there's a little bit more space, so instead of being like a duck under, it ends up being more like a traditional leg attack. So hand comes up, we see him with his classic post. And real quick, his post is a little less of like a pop, where you like pop the elbow up. It's more of almost like a taking it behind his head, almost like what people call comb high crotch or whatever. He almost takes his arm all the way back behind his head right here. All right, he does that on almost all his posts. Sometimes they're pop, sometimes they're more like behind his head. All right, so there's a little more space. The guy still is giving him that side of his body, so he just takes that side of his body, right? And he inside reach into single leg, brings it up high, and is able to get the finish. All right, so again, the whole concept is one setup, and then you're able to attack multiple different ways off that one setup. So here, instead of the guy leading his right leg, he's leading his left leg. So Harutyunyan is going to look to attack that one. And real quick before we watch the actual attack, so we talked about previously where the guy is leading this leg and giving this side of his body to the attack. Harutyunyan takes it. It's also true that they can give the opposite side of their body to the attack, but there's also a third option, which is like a right down the middle. Think of Burrow's blast double, where he's head center, where you kind of attack straight on that center line when the guy's feet are square. And if they're staggered, so this one's staggered here, he's going to attack this side. If he was leading right leg, he was going to attack that side, right? So here we see Higuchi's leading left leg, so when Harutyunyan posts, and this one's a little bit more of a pop, he attacks that left leg. We see feet start to go square, so he ends up kind of double leg, head center position, driving through. Right, so we're kind of moving from left to right as we progress through the video in these finish options. So the first two were left side options. This one's kind of a center option where he makes it a double leg. And then some of the next few will be right side options. Here we got another, it's kind of a double leg attack. It's low double, so guy's heavy left leg lead, so that's the leg he's looking to attack. So we'll see him go post, and then attacking that leg. And then as this guy picks his foot up and his hand comes down, he's going to find himself on the heel and head inside the leg, looking kind of low double finish. So similar line of attack as the last one, where it's a little bit more center, but still attacking the side the guy's giving him. Here we're going to see Harutyunyan kind of make a read off his setup. Alright, so he does his post. Goes kind of low double option again, same as the last clip. So one more time fast. Okay, now what he does here is kind of an anticipation attack. So there's a thing I've been thinking about where there's like 3 timings to attack. One is, we'll just call it timing of 1, where you set up and attack the thing you intended to on one straight line, basically. And then there's kind of the timing of, I don't know, 1.5. I don't even know what I would call it, but it's where you basically, it's this concept right here where he's straight line to a reaction, right? So the previous attacks have been straight line to the attack. This is straight line to the reaction. And so what we're going to see is post, where the reaction is to move his lead leg out of the way. So Harutyunyan goes straight line to the opponent's reaction, right? Which gives him, it's kind of anticipated. Maybe earlier in the match, the guy kept picking his foot up every time he posted, and he was missing this leg, and then makes the adjustment to attack that far leg. Makes it kind of a low double. And then the last timing that we're not going to see here is where you basically make 2 movements to attack something secondary off a reaction. All right, so timing of 1 is straight to the thing you wanted. The next timing would be straight to the reaction that the opponent gave. And then the third timing would be 2 motions. So let's say he went this direction to attack lead leg, and then as the guy moved it back, he went back the other way to attack the other direction. Think kind of misdirection or fake high crotch single leg, where there's 2 directions being used as opposed to just one straight line. All right, and here's the last angle. So we've had post side, middle, and then now we got opposite side. All right, so we see this guy is going to circle away and lead his left leg. So post, we see he looks like he's trying to go double leg here, which good option, quick finish. This guy steps out and opens his hips up so that he has to adjust to just a normal single leg position, and is still able to get his finish. So throughout this video, there's been post side attacks like duck under and high crotch / single leg. There's been center attacks, double leg and low double, and then there's been opposite side attacks right here where he got the single leg. So he's basically doing 4 or 5 different attacks with the same setup, and he's able to adjust to whatever lead leg the opponent has or whatever reaction the opponent gives, all off the same setup. And so very simple and very effective.